too heavy. I knew I had to drop the bricks and accept what I was just being ignorant and not accepting for the sake of ignorance. But I had too many things at stake. I didn't know where to go. My parents would never accept. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know a lot of things about the religion. And I was actually told a lot of false things when I came to Islam. And I ended up accepting. Alhamdulillah, I accepted. My brother told me, which is probably the key thing, that actually just told me, just do it, you have nothing to lose. Says if you get kicked out of your house, I have a place for you to go. So on the spot, I accepted the Shahada. I gave away my gold watch, which I just got about a week before. And went home and I did my ghusl and became a Muslim, alhamdulillah. Now the things that really interested me are the things like wudu. If you really think about it, was the things like istinja. I mean, really, if I dropped coke on this table here in front of me, and I just merely wiped it off, how clean is it really? But if I emptied my bottle of water after I wiped it, it's much cleaner. I mean, it's just little things, little logical things that really get to you. Anyway, I ended up accepting Islam, and I found out that a lot of people, not just me, when you are asking questions and you're looking for the truth and you're looking for more and more knowledge, a lot of other people don't know. I was told I don't have to have a beard, I don't have to wear a turban, I don't have to look like a Muslim. Alhamdulillah, now I do, but I mean, these are things that I was told. I was also told, if you could believe it, I don't have to pray. This is what I was told. You have to pray when you feel in your heart is right. And I remember my brother-in-law telling me, subhanAllah, I remember, he was telling me, well, it's prayer time. And I told him, well, I don't have the intention to pray for Allah, so go pray. I don't have that intention, so if I'm praying, who am I really praying for, you or Allah? And that's just a big thing. Shaitan really plays on your mind. But that's a lot of ignorance again talking. You find it also in the Muslim world. There's a lot of ignorance. People don't really read, they don't really find out. And when I found out that, and wow, a big difference between us and non-believers is the prayer. And I was telling my brother, you go pray. I don't have the right intention, so I'm not going to pray. I mean, I have to make up those prayers. I accepted my Islam, and now I have to make up those prayers. So, the journey for me, as you can see, it came rationally. It didn't become as I got a sign and maybe all the lights in my room, they just went out and on. No, but it just came rationally, and I didn't really go looking for it. It came to me. I went opposing it, and I ended up under it, so alhamdulillah. After I accepted Islam, my brother accepted Islam, my sister before us, as you know, and my mother and father, I guess they were thinking Islam was taking over their family. So after my sister, and after me, and after my other brother, and I have a twin sister who's not Muslim, but inshallah she will be a Muslim. They kind of gave up. My parents now, well, my father's okay with everything. We do our thing, he does his thing. But I can still call him my father, I can still talk to him. My mother, on the other hand, who was a religious one, and it's kind of funny. I mean, if you're the religious one, why would you disown your kids? But yeah, unless I decline my deen, I can accept her. But if I do not decline, I can't accept her as my mother. Alhamdulillah, that's one thing I have to deal with, and I know a lot of other brothers have it worse than I do. But yes, it's a struggle when you accept Islam, because your base is your house. When your base is your house, you're giving up a lot when you're accepting Islam, because it's not your parents who are accepting it for you. You're making your own educated decision. So, when your base is at risk, you put a lot of things at risk. And you have to go out and make your own base. You have to be responsible. You are kind of pushed to be more responsible from the beginning. I wasn't really responsible before Islam. Now, alhamdulillah, I have my own apartment. I have a wife. Inshallah, kids will come. Allah knows. But that's just the way my life went. If somebody told me 5 years ago, when I was sitting down in front of my house, even when any of my friends, you are going to be a Muslim, and on this day today, you will be here talking about Islam to other Muslims. I would say, you don't know who I am, and you are crazy. You don't know anything. But that just goes to show you that you are in control of nothing. Allah is really in control of everything. So, excuse me 1 minute. Just got pasties. So, as I am here today, I hope I have inspired some people to go that little extra in their deen. Because I'm here for that as well, not only to speak, but also to get a push to go that little extra as well. I know a lot of new Muslims, and really, I see, I've met a lot. I've met hundreds of new Muslims, and I have one piece of advice for new Muslims. You have to be responsible. You really must be responsible. Because that makes you a man or a woman, not a boy or a girl. You really must be a responsible person. And whether you are married, whether you are not, you have your own duty. I mean, if you're not taking care of yourself, and you're not making decisions to better your life through the deen, or financially, or whatever it may be, you must be more responsible. If you find yourself sitting at home and you're doing nothing all day long, there's something you got to do. Something's missing. I've met hundreds of new Muslims, and this is a big problem within the new Muslims. Responsibility is a big thing. Alhamdulillah, I learned my responsibility overseas. I went to Taiwan and I was teaching English for a little while, and I came back and I had a little bit of extra money, and I was also spending my money while I was there towards an apartment to get married. My marriage took 4 years. I was engaged for 4 years. It took a while. But, alhamdulillah, that's just my only piece of advice. I mean, I am nobody. I have a lot of things to work on as well. I'm not here to offend people. I'm not here to put anybody down. I just see from what I see that responsibility is a big issue amongst new Muslims. In order for us to be taken seriously, we really have to be more responsible. We really have to work for what we want. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum.